Okay, guys, so let's see the presentation for today's topic. This is English for 12th grade, and this is class number 2. I'm Sabi Vega, your English teacher. So let's start with can and so can and cannot. Those are modal auxiliaries that we use when we want to express a possibility. You have the ability to do something or the possibility to do something. This is how we use can and can't in English. Most of the times we use can and cannot for simple present tense. Okay, here we have the two uses. Use number one, we use can and cannot to express ability or possibility. For example, I can swim, I can walk, I can sing. I have the ability, then there is a possibility for me to be a singer. I can sing. Also, we use can and cannot to ask for permission. You can use your pen, ask or give permission. You can use my pen, you can use my pencil. Can I go? If you want to make a question, can I go to the restroom? You are asking for permission. Verb, the combination is can, modal auxiliary can plus verb, the base form of the infinitive. So you say like this, he can speak English. So he has the ability to speak English, he is fluently, and he has the possibility to do it. And he has the possibility to do it. Okay, what do we have to take in consideration here? When we use the modal auxiliary can, the rule do not apply. So you don't need to use S in the verb. And also, it is incorrect to use the word to. So these are two things, two major errors that most of us had when we start learning can. Can is used with the verb in the base form of the infinitive. We don't need you to, and we don't need the S. Okay? So here we have some examples of the construction of affirmative sentences using can. In singular form, I can speak English. Remember, can expresses ability or possibility. Also permission. I can speak English. You can ride a bike. He can drive a car. She can play the guitar. It can swim. If we are talking about a sheep or a dog. Negative. I can't speak French. You can't ride a horse. He can't drive a truck. She can't play the piano. It can't fly. When we hear native speakers, sometimes it's difficult to recognize if they are using can in affirmative or can't in negative because they sound very similar. So with the plural forms, we have we can play football, you can see the stars, they can dance. If you notice, there is no difference. There is no big difference in the verb. Remember, we use the verb in the base form of the infinitive. We don't need to use to, we don't need s. In the negative form, we have we can't play tennis, you can't see germs, they can't sing. Remember, the negative, you can use the contraction form. Can't is the contraction form of cannot. In the questions, we move the position of the auxiliary can to the beginning of the sentence. So let's check the example. Here we have, they can speak Spanish. If we want this sentence, make this sentence into a question, we just move the position of can at the beginning, and the rest of the sentence keep the same. They speak Spanish. Can they speak Spanish? Remember, in questions, we need to mark the question mark at the end of this statement. In short answers, we use can in the answer. Remember, short, yes, they can. No, they cannot. Can they speak Spanish? No, they cannot. Can they speak Spanish? Yes, they can. Here we have the example of the contraction using a third person singular. He can't sing or he cannot sing. It's the same. Why do we need contractions? We use contractions to sound more natural, to sound more like a native speaker, because they use contractions a lot to speak faster. So, to recap, can and cannot are verb modal auxiliaries in simple present that we use to express ability or possibility. Also, we use them to express permission or to ask for permission. Now, let's move into the signs. Okay, can you recognize some of these signs that are presented to you now? Yes, of course. There are some common signs and there are signs that are not that common. For example, this is a common one. When you visit a mall, you can see this is only for women and this is for men. And this refers to the bathroom or restrooms. Yes, this indicates, this blue one indicates that it's only a space for handicapped people. Oh, this one over here indicates that it's poisonous. It's poison. Oh, it can kill you. Oh, this is very famous. Here we have this sign that indicates that is a phone. There is a public phone near you. Those are for pedestrians. So this is for you to cross in the zebra, the white line. And this one here in yellow indicates two kids. That's because there's a school crossing. There are some other signs that we can see here. Yell, keep out, it's danger. Most of the times when we want to alert about something, we use red. The color red indicates that we have to be alert. So here we have the stop sign. Stop. You immediately know that you have to freeze in a moment and do not move. Okay? Here we have some others like the hospital sign, the emergency sign. Here we have just one route for bikes. In here we have the one that we see at the movie theaters exit when the movie is over, when the movie ends. We see this word light exit, right? Caution, flammable, and no bike. Okay. Why do we need to understand signs? Because signs are universal. You don't need even to understand the language, but you can understand signs any place, anywhere you are. Like, for example, you are traveling to Japan and you don't know Japanese, but you see this sign, so immediately you recognize that this is the restroom for women and this is the restroom for men. These are universal means of communication. It doesn't matter the language, you can recognize the sign and you can understand the message the sign is provided to you. Our next topic is continue talking about present tense, but with the word want. Want is a verb that is very used in English. I want, I want, I want. We use want to express desire. For example, I am hungry, I want a banana. I want to sleep. I want to eat. I want to drink. We use I want plus direct object. This is the structure. I want is the verb and then banana is the object. This is the structure of these sentences. Want plus object. The object in this case is banana. But also we have the structure want plus infinitive form of to. I want to sleep. I want to eat. This is to indicate that you want to do an action. I want to read. I want to write. I want to go. Or in the negative form, I don't want. You don't want. You don't want to stay. You don't want to pay. You don't want to wait. You don't want to talk. Okay. We can also combine this with where. I want to sleep here. This is an adverb that indicates a place. I want to sleep here. I want to eat there. I want to drive inside I don't know, a cruise. I want to read in my bed. I want to ride upstairs. Or when to indicate time. I don't want to stay here today. I don't want to pay now. I don't want to wait tomorrow until tomorrow. I want to swim tonight. I want to talk soon. So these are the different combinations for the word want, the verb want in simple present tense. Let's talk about the task. You have the midterm exam. As I mentioned before, the midterm exam is an illness speech poster. Here you have an example. This is an example of one of the diseases that I selected is eating disorders. So I present some important information, statistics highlighted like bubble speech to talk about this and a small picture in the middle. Okay, so what do you have to do? You have to select one of the topics for page 19 and make the poster. Okay, you have to include some content and images.